Exploring near-death experiences. The study of near-death experiences has always been an intriguing subject, and because of the development of science and technology, we are now able to delve deeper into this phenomena. These encounters happen when a person is on the verge of passing away or has briefly passed away due to a clinical condition before being revived. These people frequently describe profound and life-altering experiences, such as out-of-body feelings, tunnel vision, interactions with divine creatures, and meetings with deceased loved ones, according to study. The way that near-death experiences upend our perception of reality is one of their most intriguing elements. Several individuals who have had such an encounter say it was more genuine than anything they had ever known. For instance, while their physical body is unconscious, they claim to be acutely aware of everything around them. This implies that there might be more to reality than what our five senses can currently experience. Although science is still working to completely understand near-death experiences, one thing is certain: they have significant ramifications for how we see our existence and what happens after we die. The study of near-death experiences has the potential to answer some fundamental issues about the meaning and purpose of life while advancing our knowledge of the human psyche beyond the confines of conventional science. What are NDEs? Near-death experiences, or NDEs, are a phenomenon that has interested scientists and researchers for decades. They are described as significant psychological occurrences that can take place while a person is on the verge of passing away or has been pronounced clinically dead but afterwards recovered. A variety of sensations, such as feelings of calmness and serenity, out-of-body contacts, and interactions with loved ones who have passed away, can be used to describe these experiences. The constancy with which NDEs are recorded across all cultures and age groups is one of their most striking characteristics. Several academics think that these experiences actually represent genuine glimpses into an afterlife or spiritual dimension beyond our physical reality, although some doubters contend that they may just be the result of oxygen deprivation or other physiological causes. There is still a lot we don't know about NDEs despite decades of investigation into these extraordinary experiences. Nonetheless, it appears probable that they will continue to hold our attention for years to come as research continues to shed fresh insight on the nature and ramifications of near-death experiences. Spiritual implications. Near-death experiencers frequently have spiritual ramifications that might be challenging to explain or comprehend. Many claim to feel detached from their physical bodies and to be in a more alert state of consciousness. Some even claim to have encountered supernatural creatures or had visions of the afterlife. A near-death experience can be a life-altering encounter with the spiritual realm for those who have experienced one. They might rediscover their sense of purpose or take solace in the idea that life is more than just what happens to us when we're in our physical bodies. These encounters can also challenge our view of reality and force us to reassess our assumptions about existence. For people who have had these experiences, they are very genuine and frequently contain profound spiritual importance, despite the fact that some may dismiss them as hallucinations or delusions. Whether or not one believes in an afterlife, studying near-death experiences can offer insightful knowledge into the human condition and aid in our understanding of the enigmas of consciousness and existence. Scientific explanations. Scientists and researchers have been fascinated by and perplexed by near-death experiences, NDEs. While they are frequently recorded by people who have clinically passed away or were on the verge of passing away, these experiences challenge the accepted concept of death. Due to the subjective character of NDEs, it is famously difficult to try to explain them in scientific terms, yet there are some ideas that try to do so. One such hypothesis contends that NDEs result from alterations in brain chemistry brought on by hypoxia following cardiac arrest or other traumatic occurrences. According to this idea, when the brain is depleted of oxygen, it enters a state like REM sleep, which causes vivid hallucination experiences similar to those connected to NDEs. Another idea contends that temporal lobe seizures, which can result in extreme joy, a loss of self-awareness, and out-of-body experiences, may be related to NDEs. Scientists concur that further research is necessary before we can draw firm conclusions about what truly occurs during an NDE, despite all these competing views. Until then, these encounters remain mysterious events at the confluence of science and spirituality, testing our understanding not only of death but also consciousness itself. Psychological impact. Many people have an interest in near-death experiences, NDEs, both those who have had them and others who are interested in what occurs after we die. NDEs can have a significant psychological influence. Many people report experiencing feelings of serenity, love, and connectedness to something bigger than themselves. Some even claim to have had a life review in which they could see the effects of their past deeds on others. An NDE can also result in severe distress or perplexity for some persons. People could find it difficult to incorporate the experience into their regular lives or feel as though they no longer belong in the world. In extreme situations, those who have NDEs may also experience post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Despite these possible drawbacks, many people discover that having an NDE gives their lives meaning and direction. They can feel compelled to seek new objectives or develop greater empathy for other people. In general, people who are receptive to it may find that learning more about near-death experiences is a transformational and illuminating experience. Cultural perspectives. Cultural viewpoints significantly influence how we perceive near-death experiences. While some cultures see NDEs as religious or spiritual experiences, others may mistake them for medical disorders or hallucinations. For instance, the ideas of reincarnation and karma are closely related to NDEs in traditional Hindu culture. Many Hindus hold the belief that after dying, the soul journeys to other worlds before returning to the physical world until it has accomplished its karmic purpose. On the other hand, Western civilizations generally view NDEs through scientific or psychological perspectives. NDEs are viewed in modern medicine as neurological occurrences brought on by chemical imbalances or a shortage of oxygen to the brain. According to this viewpoint, NDEs are only illusions produced by an altered state of consciousness. This viewpoint, however, does not take into account the common experiences that people who have had such situations have. Fundamentally, cultural viewpoints provide distinct insights on how we comprehend and analyze near-death experiences. They impact how we understand these momentous moments of transition between life and death and help to develop our thoughts about what occurs after we die. It is crucial to identify these distinct cultural viewpoints while researching such themes, since they widen our understanding beyond individualistic interpretations and provide invaluable insight into human nature across different societies and time eras. Conclusion: stepping outside reality. People have always been captivated with near-death experiences, NDEs, and for some, they offer a glimpse into the hereafter. Others see them as an opportunity to investigate the boundaries of human consciousness. Whatever your worldview, NDEs present a rare chance to leave reality and explore what is beyond. The sensation of floating above their bodies or moving down a tunnel toward a bright light is one that many NDE survivors describe. Several people talk about seeing deceased relatives or coming into contact with light creatures. These encounters can result in greater spiritual awareness and personal development, and they frequently have a life-changing effect. NDE survivors are aware that there is more to life than what our 5 physical senses can perceive, even as scientists continue to research NDEs and attempt to understand what triggers them. An NDE can be a remarkable experience that takes the person outside of reality and opens their eyes to new possibilities and viewpoints on life and death.